How to get girls. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 ways you can attract more women. And I'm going to be including real life examples from yours truly. Most people, they ignore number 10 and become an unwanted man. So make sure you watch to the end. Point number 1, develop social skills. This is little as going out and talking to people. You need to get comfortable with talking to people. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. If you don't even know how to open a conversation, say, "Hey, how's it going? How you doing?" Anything. If you're too scared to do that, you're not gonna be successful in doing this. You have to be comfortable with talking to people. It's okay to, maybe be quote unquote nervous or a little shy, but you gotta get out of that comfort zone, man. I mean, you can even plan to that a little bit. Like, you like, excuse me, usually I don't do this too much, but I just say I had to come and say something. How you doing? You know, it's as little as just saying something, bro. You would be surprised how much success you would have if you actually just talk to people, bro. It doesn't have to be this big thing, right? Stop trying to make it be this big thing. Learn social skills. Understand, how to open a conversation, how to hold a conversation. Oh my God. If you can hold a conversation, I'm trying to tell you, you're going to be a dangerous motherfucker. You're going to be a dangerous motherfucker. Listen, if you know how to hold a conversation, if you know how to open a conversation, if you know how to go ahead and close a conversation, well, okay, I'm about to get going, take my number, if you just understand how to do this, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be amazing for you. But you got to learn. You have to just do it. And the best way to learn is not from me telling you, but from you actually trial and error. Because when you go outside and you trial and error, with people, you're going to understand what works and what doesn't. For me, it's a bit different. What works for me isn't gonna work for you because we're two different individuals. My charisma is different. The things I talk about, the things I do, the way I am, the way I flow, the way I talk, my experiences, all of it is different from yours. So we're going to talk differently. We're going to have a different vibe from each other. We're not gonna have the same vibe. Some people are more energetic. Some people are more chill, laid back. Some people are more funny. A comedian. Some people are more analytical, more very, a sniper. They shoot. For I don't know. People are different. That's what I'm trying to say. So you got to understand where you lie, and that only comes from you understanding yourself and then actually going out and trial and error. But that leads me to point number 2, as you already know, developing social skills. Right. Point number 2, man. Go ahead and cold approach, man. Listen, so many people scared to do this. Listen, you have to do it if you want to truly be confident in yourself, bro. It's just one of those things. As a man, you know, you don't want to be that person scared to talk to women. It shows. Don't pull up that weather app. Don't be that person on your phone. Oh, I gotta check the weather. You're inside of a building. Why do you need to know the weather right now? Why are you on Instagram? You're just scrolling because you're too scared to go talk to that girl. You're avoiding eye contact. Listen, cold approach. It's okay to get rejected. It's not the end of the world, bro. You just gotta be okay with actually doing it. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, pretty women, like most of these beautiful 10 out of 10s, the women you see, they don't get approached. They don't. You would think they do because they so pretty and they so damn beautiful, nice bodies, nice face, all that, slim waist. But they don't because men are so intimidated by it. They're so scared to get rejected, to get their ego hurt, to, get their pride shut down. They're so just, nah, she gotta approach me. I'm the prize. Don't be that guy, bro. Go after what you want. If you see somebody you like and that you want to talk to, go over there and do it and tell it just like that. Hey, I saw you, when I was walking, and I want to talk to you. You just look so interesting. Something about you. Where you from? Oh, you from here? Okay. I'm from Milwaukee. Okay, you from Milwaukee. Okay. But I didn't even ask you, baby, what's your name? Like, it just flows, bro. But you just gotta go and do it. And you cannot script this. Don't try to go out and get a whole script, right? I mean, you can have a little framework, intro. I mean, hook, value, CCA. That's my, my content framework. I hook you with some type of piece of information. Hey, you're fat. Okay, but here's why. Okay, that's like a hook. Then value is like me just giving you points as I am now. We're currently in the value stage. And at the end, I'm gonna give you a CTA. I'm going to give you a call to action, tell you to do something, and that's coming. But it's the same way when you talking to people. It's just a bit different. It's not gonna go like that, but you open. Hey, how you doing? You know, you're trying to see if that person is also receptive, right? What you don't want to be doing is dealing with women who aren't mutually interested. Okay, there's a difference between somebody liking you and not. If this person is receptive, they're gonna do certain things. They're gonna make eye contact. They're gonna smile. They're gonna, ask you questions back. I don't even like to say my name. I like them to ask me first. Oh, what's your name? They tell me, okay, well, it's nice to meet you. And then if they don't ever ask, wait, what's your name? Then I know they're probably not as interested. But when I hear them say, hold on, what's your name? No, what's your name? I want to know your name. Now I know there's some level of interest, right? So it's just those small things that you gotta pick up on, right? But that only comes from just getting out and cold approaching. You got to get out and just talk to women, and not even just women, y'all. Y'all can talk to strangers. It's a daily habit of mine to talk to 3 strangers a day. Talk to 3 strangers a day. It's a great habit because it keeps me social and lets me, keep on working on my mouthpiece, right? And matter of fact, I'm gonna show you an example of a code approach. Here you go. I think that's the problem. See, you getting food without me. See, we already started off wrong. What's your name?
Ty.
Ty. Got your hands full. I'm gonna give you a little. Uh, what you doing now? You just chilling?
No, someone lost something, so we've been retracing our steps around the campus.
What y'all lose?
It's just a little white card.
White card?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mm. Okay. You know why I came over here?
Babe, I see a
Maybe.
camera.
Camera. Socializing, talking to people today. Kind of interesting and to see what you got going on.
Just stress day.
Stress day? Why so stressful?
I don't know, we've been tracing all whole steps, man. We can't find
How
it.
long y'all been out here?
Yeah. Like a good, maybe like 20 minutes.
20
We did a
minutes.
lot of stuff today, so.
Okay. You're still looking good doing it, though. That's all that counts.
Thank you.
But look, I kind of want to get to know you a little bit. You got Instagram?
Sure.
So what you like to do?
I'm an art student, so
Art
I
student.
like to do art.
You a creative?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. You could say that. Pretty
Mm,
much.
okay. We might can paste something together. A little paint day.
Thank you. I tried. Just did my last little assignment, so
Okay.
that was cool.
How long you been doing it?
Well, I'm a senior now, so like probably 4 years.
So you professional.
No, I'm not a professional.
Ah,
No.
you been doing it 4 years?
I mean, I've been doing different classes, so like a
Mm,
little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm only a
okay.
beginner at all of them.
Mm.
So
So you like a spontaneous person, I'm guessing, huh?
I think so. You
You like
know.
to say so? Okay. Let's see about it. Well, I'm gonna shake your hand now. I'm gonna make my leave. It's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Bye.
Point number 3. Ditch the phone and be present in the moment. A lot of y'all are just on your phones too much, man. Y'all on that phone all day, every day, and you're just sitting there. Damn, she fine. And you probably sliding in DMs. You probably on date naps, but I'm gonna just be real with y'all, bro. Yeah, it works. Like it's worked for me. I've met women from dating apps, but the best experiences for me personally have been when I've met an individual in person, right? Because it wasn't through a screen. It was more authentic. It was more of a human to human connection, not just me on this website like I'm looking for women. Like it just happens naturally. Those are the best types of interactions and the best connections you could possibly make when you meet somebody like in person. That is for me personally. But then also, when you're in environments, women looking at you like you'll probably be surprised. Women are clocking you. They're seeing what you're doing. If they see that you look at them and they look at you, but then you turn away to you on your phone, they know you're nervous and you're not somebody who's gonna go after what he want. And then when you finally build the courage to go over there and talk to him, you done made eye contact with her so many times, but then you keep nervously looking away. It's like they probably gonna shut you down because they know you're not confident in yourself, bro. Women are great at reading people. They're great at reading men. Women still do get approached. It still happens. They get approached more than men do, right? But here's the thing. Those men who do approach, they stand out so much more than men who just go online and try to send them a text message after seeing them in person, or they try to go on these date apps. Like, bro, if you see somebody in person that you like, I don't care what going approach, bro. Sometimes you just gotta pull the trigger and shoot your shot, bro. Why are you sitting here scared to go talk to that woman? What's the worst she could say? No. All right, she can only say no. Okay, yeah, she may be a fucking bitch, just talk shit. Oh, wow, you shouldn't even be approaching me. You gotta have 20K in your bank account. You broke. You gonna give me some money? My time is money. Them the type of women you don't even want to be around, right? You have to read energy. If that person isn't receptive, you know, if that person isn't your type, like you go over there, she got a pretty exterior, but then you see the interior is fucked up. She got bad characteristics. You know, she can't hold a conversation. She isn't, somebody of that you probably will talk to on that type of level. She's low vibrational, not high vibrational. Okay, well, you have a nice day. It's been women I've approached, and after talking to them, I don't even want their information. I would just say, hey, well, it was nice talking to you, but you have a nice day. Well, hold on, you don't want my number? Oh, nah, baby, it was nice talking to you. I'll see you around. And that's just me saying, basically, hey, we're not here. You feel me? It was a nice conversation, but sometimes that's all it has to be. A nice conversation. Thank you for adding to my experience. Got my XP points. Now it's time to go and go to double XP weekend so I can go ahead and see what's up with these. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, y'all, man, y'all don't always have to just settle, for certain women. Some women you approach, the vibe's just not gonna be there. So it's okay to get rejected, or it's okay for you to actually reject them. Get off my camera. Get off my damn camera. Sorry, y'all. Y'all good? That bug ain't fuck with y'all, did he? I had to make sure I would have got up and grew some wings and start getting on them for real. But yeah, but that's that, man. So point number 4: take care of your appearance. Now this includes going to the gym, getting some, self care about yourself, skincare, taking care of your hair, haircuts, and just doing things that'll, just have your body on point, better clothes and whatnot. And then also your hygiene. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let's start off with the gym. So, my gym routine, man, I used to be insanely skinny. I know right now I probably look a little skinny still, but man, I done make some progress, bro. I hit the gym 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you know, upper, lower, and then upper, lower, on those lower days, I also do abs too. So, you want to just get some type of routine, and then also I gotta eat 3.3k calories a day. That's my surplus. So once you start to understand that, how much you need to eat, because you're always gonna have to eat more or eat less depending on where you are. If you're bigger, like if you're fat, bro, you're gonna have to eat less, all right, and go to the gym, right? But if you're skinnier, you're gonna have to eat more so you can put on some muscle, right? So that's just how that goes, right? Understanding that. I mean, it's more science to it, bro, but I'm just trying to give you the basics, right? And then when it comes to your skincare, just get a facial cleanser, a moisturizer, and then a sunscreen, right? Also have an exfoliator. So I'm gonna tell you what I use personally: a facial cleanser, a moisturizer, an exfoliator, which I use twice a week, and then I have sunscreen. Then at night I do facial cleanser, moisturizer, and I do like my dark circle defense, like under, you know what I'm saying? But really, bro, you just need a facial cleanser, moisturizer, and I would say sunscreen if you live in like Atlanta, somewhere where the sun is always in your face. So that's that. And with your hair, bro, it really just depends on you. Like your style, like all of this depends on you. For me, you know, I just like locks. That's just something I personally wanted. Not because it's a trend to have them. No, it's just something I honestly wanted. I like the hairstyle, so I got it, and I can style it in different ways. When it comes to, haircuts, I cut my own hair because I'm telling you, learning how to cut your own hair will save you some money. I'm trying to tell y'all. And then with attire, I can do a more streetwear type of look, a chill look like this, just like a white tank top, some joggers, or I can go dress shirt, some dress pants, some loafer. I can switch it up. I got some streetwear, I got some upscale, classy type of wear, but that only comes with just experimenting and trying out things. Go ahead, go online and see what works for you. You want to develop your own style. Look at some people that maybe you like to watch. Some people's styles that you like. Take pieces, take gems. Like, okay, I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and I like them shoes. Okay, like, put it with your own stuff. You just want to kind of create your own style. And then when it comes to hygiene, that's just ensuring that you washing your ass and taking care of yourself. Make sure you smelling good, man. Like Make sure you lotioning up. You feel me? You don't want to be ashy. You know, make sure you got some lip therapy. You know, Carmex, Vaseline, whatever the case may be. You know, make sure you got some cologne, some smell good cologne. I personally use body oil and cologne, and I mix the two. You know, to make a very distinct smell. So when people smell, me like, oh, I never smelled that before. I know you haven't, baby. I mixed this. I'm a chemist. What's up? You know what I'm saying? That's a trick of the trade I learned from my older bro. You know, but having also people to tell you, you know, to put you on game like I am now will help you as well. So that's that. So just make sure you know you taking care of your appearance, man. You don't want to be going out the house looking scruffy like a damn homeless person just jumped off the street. Now you're trying to get somebody's number. Hey, can I get your number? Like, no, bro. She's not trying to fuck with you, bro. Like, take care of yourself first. All right. And that leads me to my next point. Self. I said self. Point number 5. Do the inner work. Now, this is. Let's talk about it. Reading, journaling, addressing your traumas, you know, understanding who you are inside and out. This is very important because a lot of people, they got the exterior right, maybe. You know, you can have a nice body, you know, the clothes, maybe you got some money. Okay, that's cool and all, but your character fucked up. Your morals fucked. You have no morals. You don't value anything. You know, you move through this world purposeless. You don't have a purpose. You know, you don't even know how to articulate. Your communication skills are shit. You don't know how to think properly. You know, your thoughts are all over the place. You're rambling all the time. You know, you can't even stay focused on one particular subject that you're talking about without going off into a tangent and talking about some shit that's not even related to the conversation. You just asked her, you know, okay, what's your name? She told you your name. Okay, cool. You know, it's okay. My name's so and so. Maybe you don't even say your name. Maybe you make her wait. And then, you know, she asked you to, okay, whatever though. But let's just say you ask her where she's from. She tells you where she's from. Okay, make some assumptions. Some of you will literally, women will damn near tell you what to say and you will miss it. For example, she tells you, oh, okay, well, I like Jamaican food and I love ice cream. Okay, you like Jamaican food and you like ice cream. That sounds like a date. Jamaican food, ice cream. Like, women will kind of tell you where to take it, right? Or if a woman isn't interested, she'll give you dry, one-worded responses. She'll give you responses that aren't necessarily receptive. It's just about reading the room, reading the energy. You have to take what the woman gives you and use that shit. You know, it's like you playing basketball, bro. Whatever the defender gives you, you take it. Oh, if they playing you right, you go to the left, step back, bow. You know, shoot like little things like that, bro. Like you just gotta take what they give you and use it to your advantage, right? She said she likes sushi. Oh, you like sushi? Are you a sushi type of girl? You know, I can tell that. I know a sushi spot about 5 blocks from here. How about we go on a date right now? You know what I'm saying? But it just depends on the vibe. Not every interaction is going to go good or bad. You know, it's just, you feel me? Or you can, you know, set up the day for another day. All of this comes from doing the inner work. Remember that. Don't try to focus on, you know, getting the clothes, getting the hair on point, getting the haircut, getting the body. Okay, that's cool and all, but make sure you're doing the inner work on yourself too, bro. It's very important. You know, have some substance about yourself, man. Not just for these women, but do it because you love yourself. All right? And that leads me to point number 6. Understand that rejection is redirection. Every time you get rejected by a girl, bro, you shouldn't be butthurt. That was just God showing you that that wasn't your person. Because I'm gonna be real, there are a lot of times I've got rejected. I've got rejected by hundreds of women, right? I do these entertainment videos on my other channel, and yeah, I've gotten rejected by hundreds of women. You can go over there and see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pop up a rejection right now on the screen. Excuse me, I'm good. You want the bullshit or the real reason I came over here?
I
You,
think that's a trick question.
you feel me?
How can I help you?
Look, I saw you. I was like, I just wanted to say something to you. You know, you caught my eye.
And what would you like to say to me?
I want to say, how are you?
Um, thank you.
You well? Okay, where
Yes.
are you from?
I'm from Detroit.
Detroit. I heard about you Detroit girls now. I
It's all
heard.
true.
It's all true.
No matter what it is, it's all
It's
true.
all of it.
Like what?
It's all
You
true.
recording me?
Yeah,
You didn't get permission to record me?
you right. Do I have your permission?
No.
Okay. You have a good day. I just wanted to say something to you.
Thank you.
You feel
Merry
me?
Christmas. Who are you?
Mm-hmm. My name's Emery.
Emery. Nice to meet
Mm-hmm.
you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Brandy.
Brandy?
Hmm.
Okay, Brandy.
So what are you doing here?
Vlogging. Just talking to people
Just talking
today.
to people.
Mm-hmm. You
So
know,
what are you talking about though?
anything really. Hey,
Anything?
yeah. I'm just seeing where the conversation may go.
Okay, so are you trying to make people smile, brighten their
Look what
day,
I just
give them
did to you.
encouragement?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I came to you with this encouragement and this smile. That's
Well,
why you came to me.
well, yeah,
You
cause
gravitated towards me.
exactly, and I gravitate towards positive things. You see, you attracting some good into your life right now. Don't block your blessings.
I never do.
You never do. Oh,
No,
you never block
you
them.
know, I encourage them.
You encourage them. I like that. Okay, you got some personality on you. You got some
Of course I do.
personality.
Nice to meet y'all.
Look, hold on. Before you leave and walk
Look,
out of
hold
my
on,
life.
hold on. No, I'm
Look,
a 50-year-old woman. You can't talk to me like you talk to a 20-year-old.
well, look. I'm not trying to talk to you like that.
Did you catch that?
But listen. I want to get to know
Yes.
you. You know, I'm intrigued by this.
Mm,
I'm very intrigued.
mm.
Is there any way I
Well,
can get your contact
this is
information?
about as far as our conversation is going to go.
Oh, you gonna do me like that?
Absolutely.
Just because I'm a youngin'.
Yes, right. That's right.
You need somebody to keep you young, though, don't
I
you?
keep myself young.
You keep yourself young.
You're
Mm,
younger than my son.
that don't scare me.
Well, it scares me.
You have a good day. I like you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Now, you saw I just got rejected. It is what it was. It wasn't the end of the world, and I went ahead and I talked to more women. I didn't let it hurt me because I knew that that wasn't for me. And half the time, bro, that's God saving you. That's God protecting you from dealing with those low interest women. What are low interest women? Women who don't really have interest in you, right? They usually just use you for attention. They're not gonna take you seriously. They're gonna waste your time. They're gonna distract you, and it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun dealing with them. So, like, protect yourself. And sometimes they're just not interested. You know, you have different levels of interest. Let's kind of break them down right now, right? Let's kind of break them down. So we got high interest. What is high interest? High interest is when women are like insanely interested in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're very receptive to you. You know, they're smiling at you. You know, it's easy to talk to them. They make it easy for you to talk to them. And then when it's time for you guys to actually set up a date, they're not flaking on you. They're not gonna go ahead and, oh well, this happened. It's never, you know, all these excuses. You know that it just feels like it's flowing. The conversation is great. You know, it's easy to just deal with them. That's high interest. When women are they're just very receptive. It's easy. It's mutual interest. Now, mid interest. Now, these women, they're kind of like wishy-washy. Sometimes they with it, sometimes they not. It's like, eh. They're a little flaky. They're a little flaky. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe they kind of receptive. They throw more shit test at you. You know, it's just like, it's kind of like, but they a little interested. You know? But then you got your low interest women. These women usually just use you for attention. They're just gonna use you for attention. They're gonna, you know, just be texting you here and there. You try to get on the phone, they never want to answer for real. You trying to go on a date, they always flaking on you. You know, it's annoying dealing with these type of women. Dry conversations sometimes, you know, they don't want to hold a conversation. You dead ass feel like an option dealing with these women. That's a woman you shouldn't be dealing with. I only personally now I only deal with high interest women. I like who's interested in me. And then you have women who just aren't interested. And they just reject you off the rip. But understand, guys, rejection is just redirection. Use it to your advantage. Alright? You should always be looking for the no because you're just another no away from finding your bae, man. That's how you gotta think of it. Alright? And that leads me to my next point. Hope y'all tapped in. Have oh sorry, I ain't say that. I ain't say no. Point number 7. Have an abundance mindset. Don't go into it thinking, oh man, I gotta get a girl, I gotta get laid, I gotta lose my V card. No, bro. You coming off as needy and desperate. Women sense that. You don't wanna be coming off as needy and desperate. You wanna be the type of man who has abundance. Right? And I'm not just saying like you got a whole bunch of other women just waiting, but in a sense, that's what needs to be projected when women talk to you. It's like you have options. You don't just see her as like, oh man, she's the only one. I mean, of course, I'm not saying to just, you know, if you get with a woman, you know, get into a relationship, still have other women on the side. But when you're dating, there's a difference between dating and in a relationship. when you're dating, I believe it's okay to have options because you haven't made anything official yet. You're still getting to know this person. You're still weeding out your options. You're still seeing, what's going on. Now, if you get to the point where you're starting to take things serious with this girl, okay, cool. When you get into a relationship, that is a very, it's a good reason for you not to go out and talk to other women. Now you're being a lying boy. I thought I saw something else. I was finna bathe the bird. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, once you get into a relationship, you obviously don't want to be just cheating and talking to a whole bunch of women. No, I'm not saying that. That's some low down lying. That's some fuck shit. You don't want to be no. You just don't want to put yourself in that. Why would you ever want to cheat on somebody? Just break up with them, go about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you dating, yeah, bro, it's okay to talk to multiple girls. But of course, you don't want to be distracted. Make sure you still disciplined on your shit. But yeah, bro, you can deal with multiple women. Sometimes it's like, okay, you get to know her, you weeding out your options. You trying to see, the best fit. It's like you going into a TV store, you're looking for a TV. You got some options here. Okay, you checking this one out, you checking this one out, you checking this one out. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of how it go, right? Now, of course, some people gonna take this information and run with it and just be a fuck boy and just what I'm saying, this girl, but understand, y'all. I'm just trying to teach y'all how to do it. What you do with this information, that's on you. I can't stop you, okay? But I'm just trying to tell you how to navigate it. But it's just important to have abundance. You never just want to be sitting there obsessing over this one girl because it's like, damn, you don't get no other options. Don't no other woman want you. You know, like I'm gonna be real with y'all. In my experience, bro, I've seen women are attracted to guys who get women, right? It signifies a certain level of value, So yeah, bro, and that comes from you having an abundance mindset, just knowing that there's always more efficiency, bro. Don't sit over here and get mad over a fish that isn't fucking with you, bro. It's okay, bro. There's more. I'm telling you, there are millions of women who will love to have you. Always remember that. All right. That leads me to my next point. Point number 8: read the room, aka body language. Body language is a part of social skills, but I wanted to make this a specific point. You want to read this person's body language. Peep the eye contact. Is she giving you eye contact? Right? If she's giving you eye contact, it's a good sign she's, into you. Or if she keeps avoiding it, but she's smiling, she's kind of nervous, you making her nervous, that's good. If her body is facing toward you, right? That's good. If her body is like away like this and she kind of like keep on trying to walk away while you talking to her, bro, let it go. Let it go. All right. You never want to be the person chasing either. You just keep chasing. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you in a mall, right? You in the mall and you walking and you see a girl you like, you approach from the side. Don't approach from behind. Don't approach from behind. That's kind of weird. Approach from the side where she can see you. Like, hey, how you doing? Excuse me. What's your name? You know what I'm saying? You just kind of open whatever. And say, oh yeah, how you doing? My name's so and so. Okay, cool. And she's walking. I usually say, oh yeah, let's stop and talk real quick. Depending on that, how they respond, like, okay, they stop and we talk. Or if they can, I gotta get going. I'm in a rush. Are you in a rush? Are you really in a rush? People make time for what they want to make time for. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make some time for you. Let me talk to you. You just gotta kind of peep the vibe. If she keeps trying to like walk away, it's most likely because she's not interested. If she stops and talks and whatever the case may be, talks to you, she's smiling at you, and then y'all stop and y'all talking for a minute, that's a good sign she's into you. But you just want to peep body language, all right? Something else to peep. If a girl keeps on staring at you, if she keeps on looking at you, you keep catching her looking at you, right? And maybe she sometimes looks away and smiles, that's a good sign you could maybe go up to her. If she just dead on just staring at you, smiling at you, that's a perfect sign you should go up to her. If a girl just looks at you once, but never looks again, probably isn't into you, right? Some girls will even come up to you. What's your name?
Jordan.
Jordan. Can I stop you real quick?
I got a boyfriend.
You got a book? Have a good day. Type shit. That
YouTube or something?
you see the earpiece in? Yeah, you got Instagram?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna grab that from you real quick then.
What's your name, love?
My name Emery. But you
Emery?
can call me M.
I'm Shar.
You Shara.
Yeah.
You got a little farm grip too.
I work in business,
You do?
Yeah.
What you do?
Marketing.
You do marketing. Where you from?
East Atlanta.
East Atlanta, and you do marketing. I need you on my team. Okay.
I like your voice. You funny.
You fuck with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I don't know. I tried to hit follow. It didn't work.
It work. All right, man. I'm gonna see you.
Alright, cool. Be safe.
You too. I'm gonna remember you now. Oh, you know. You know. And I love those types of women because if I'm into her, like I know that she's attracted to me. I like dealing with women who are already high interest. And if she's somebody that's attractive after I kind of get to know her, because you still kind of want to ask questions, you know what I'm saying? But so okay, I know she's into me. I think I, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing her. I'm into her. This is great. This is mutual interest. So it's just important to understand body language, you know? Always be mindful of it. And this applies in any type of setting, even in business. Body language is important. You know, dealing with family, dealing with kids, dealing with women. You know, body language is just something that you should know. It's a part of social skills, and you need to develop it. Right now, point number 9: find and lock into your purpose. Listen, I've talked about purpose a lot on this channel, and the reason I talk about purpose so much is because you don't want to just be putting women as the main priority of your life, bro. You're just chasing women. Like, think about that, bro. A man who just chases women all day, he has nothing else going on. He's not trying to work on himself. He's not trying to get better. He's not trying to get his finances on point. He's not trying to get his body on point, his mental on point. He's just chasing women. Women don't want that, bro. If I was a woman, I wouldn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Even as a man, I don't want a woman who's just chasing men. You feel me? I don't even care if she's attracted to me. If she's just chasing sex, that's all she has going on, or she just look pretty, but she has no ambitions, no goals. She's just a pretty bum, a pretty fucked up mental bum. I don't want to be around that. I don't. So you shouldn't either. So it's just important to have a purpose as a man. It's important to have purposeful intentions. Be very intentional with the way you talk, the way you move. You know, if you going over there and you talking to a woman, let her know why you came over there. Let her know, like, look, I saw you. I just might say you looking mighty motherfucking good today. I had to come say something to you. What's your name? You know, being honest, like say what's on your mind. Now don't just be sitting there like, God, you got fat ass. Like, no, I'm not saying that. God damn it. There's different ways you can kind of go about it. Like, you know, like, you got a nice shape. You at the gym, huh? You know, it's different ways. You don't have to over sexualize things. But yes, you can give a woman a compliment on her body, but just don't over sexualize it. And goddamn it, if you think you're still gonna sexualize it, just don't compliment that yet. You know what I'm saying? Give a genuine compliment. Don't try to flatter women. Don't just try to flatter them. Oh, you look so good. You look so fine. You look so amazing, so beautiful. That shit is so played out, and every guy says that. Give a genuine compliment and put it in your own words. You know, because only you know how to be you. All right. So that's just a little, a little sauce, little game for y'all as well. You feel me? And man, when it comes to purpose, this could be different things. This can be, of course, you working on your business. You making sure you getting your fitness on point. You making sure if you do content, or maybe you're a musician, maybe you do some type of art, maybe you're into, I don't know, doing something, some type of hobby. Man, go ahead, and lock into that. You just don't want to be somebody who's just mindlessly wandering through this world with no ambitions, no goals, no anything. You need to be working towards something. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Real. And that leads me to the next point. You know what I'm saying? We going through them, y'all. Hope y'all getting some value from this. And if you getting some value from this, make sure you drop 100 in the comments down below. It's going to let me know you tuned in. Now, this is the last point. Quit watching the P word. Quit watching that corn, man. You got to stop it, man. I'm telling y'all, women can sense if you watching this, bro. I personally feel this way, at least. Because it just shows, it's like, you acting more shy, you acting more nervous, it's like you're not confident. It's like you just keep on looking at her chest, her titties, her ass. You're not looking at her in her eyes. It's like women notice and pick up on these things. Women know if you're just there thinking lustfully. You have lustful intentions. Women know if you have lustful intentions. And it will reflect in the way you move as a person, the way you talk, act, walk, all that. The way you conduct yourself. So it's important to, bro, you got to get this stuff up, bro. This should not be the pinnacle of your life. This corn you're watching, bro, you watching two people on the screen get it on, and you just sitting there, you in the corner watching two people get it on. Imagine yourself in a corner, bro, in a room, watching two people get it on. They know you're there, but they just keep going. That's what the corn industry is, bro. That's what's going on, bro. It's a camera sitting there. There's a camera, or maybe that person is holding the camera. The person who's doing the act is holding the camera and doing whatever they're doing. And imagine that's you. They just got you. Look at this, bro. Look at this, bro. You see that? You like that? Think about how fucked up that. Think about that, bro. Like that's what's going on, bro. You gotta stop watching that, bro. It over sexualizes things, but it makes you objectify women, bro. And I feel like it just distracts you from real experiences you can have with a real woman and just being able to be social. You know, I feel like it can definitely harm your confidence because maybe you feeling shitty after because you told yourself I don't want to watch this no more, and then you continue to watch it because now you're struggling to stop watching it, and now you're chasing women with lustful intentions, and you're getting yourself into these fucked up situations. I'm telling y'all, man, I've been there, I've done that, bro, and I've changed, and now I'm trying to help you do the same. Now, if you are someone struggling to start watching corn and or chasing women, go ahead and join my school community so you can build real confidence and attract high value women. All right? Make sure you join up. It's the first link in the description. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Watch one of these videos on the screen. I think it's over here or here. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.